Hi there, welcome to the third episode of Laura's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making scrambled eggs with red cheddar, or Leicestershire, or any other cheese you want. So what you're going to need is a non-stick pan, a wooden spoon, you're going to need your hob, right there. You probably saw the whisk you're going to need, and a bowl, of course. You're going to need your surface, pinch of salt, lovely pinch there. You're going to need some milk. We're using blue milk because that's very nice and creamy. You're going to need 6 eggs. I got them. You're going to need some finely diced cheddar. This has been pre-done. Knife. And some butter. Okay, so first thing you're going to need to do is take a bit of your butter, about this much, do you think?
Double.
About double this.
I'll put that in and then do another one. That's
so,
fine.
About this much. Pop this in your pan and put it on a high heat. So,
No.
okay, so if you're using...
No.
If you're using one of these, I would recommend putting it on a 9 if these are numbered. This is a non-stick pan, so we're just going to let that melt. It adds a bit of creaminess to the thing, and it also helps to not stick on when you're making the scrambled eggs. Okay, so now we're just going to let that melt, and once it's melted, you're going to want to turn it off. Okay, so then you're going to want to take your bowl, your 6 eggs. These are medium sized. Just crack them. You can use a knife or the side of the bowl. Use the back of the knife because that's much safer. Okay. Try and make sure that you don't get any of the shell into your, thing. Bowl, that's the word. So just put your eggshells to the side for the minute. And just keep, doing that. Check up on your butter and just stir it around a little so that it spreads out.
That's probably fine. Just turn it off.
No, it's not completely melted. I like to try and do them in one hit, but because that makes a much cleaner cut. Helps, not get shell in your recipe, which is very horrible. Very. Oops. I think I can call that an epic fail.
Bit of a muck there.
But it doesn't really matter because,
Butter?
the butter's all melted, so if it's not all around the pan, you're just going to want to spread it out a little. Make it nice and sizzled.
Take it off the heat.
Now take it off the heat. So just turn off the heat.
No.
Or just take it
Turn
off.
off the heat,
And then turn your actual cooker off. So just keep cracking your eggs. You might want to roll up your sleeves. Especially if you've got a very expensive jumper on. If you drop a large bit of shell into your recipe, or if you've got a bit stuck on your knife, try and make sure to, if it's stuck on your knife, try and make sure to, you know, not get it in there. This is a very easy recipe, and it tastes good as well, especially if you're using your favourite type of cheese, which I am. So I'm just going to go and dry off my hands. Or wet them. You know, wash them off. And so you're just going to want to now get your salt and just take a pinch of it. About that much. Just sprinkle it in there. Gives it a nice flavour. Now get your milk. Just add about that much.
Mm-hmm.
So what you should have is something that looks a little like this. Not too good at the moment. Now you're going to take your whisk and get the salt out of underneath your nail because it's horrible. And just sort of do that. Okay.
So you just
and just sort of try and make it a nice orangey colour.
turn your wrist. Look, turn your wrist like that. No, actually whole hand.
Oh wow. Like that.
Wait, no, we'll do a bit more.
So you're gonna want a nice orangey substance. It'll look quite creamy, as you can see. Stop beating it.
Beating it, yes, that's fine.
So you've got to beat the egg, and then you'll end up with something that looks a bit like that. Now, take your cheddar and just drop it in there. Of course, I'm using cheddar, but you can use any other substance. Now just nicely stir it up. Okay? So now we've got our cheddar, we've got our egg, our milk, and all of that. So now you're gonna want to put it in the pan, which has been de-stuck, as you can see, I think. And just pour your lovely little mix into here, nice and gently. Try and not get your cheese at the side. And okay. Now, what we're going to do is put it back on the heat.
This time on about 5.
And this time we're going to put it on about...
That's fine.
And you're just going to want to stir it up nicely. Just keep stirring. You know, like in Finding Nemo.
I'd switch that off
Just
now
keep
because it's going to take a wee while.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be back in a minute with the next step.